You should probably trade for a backup quarterback.
I mean, it's nice that he's getting a chance to, be the man on the team. Who else you got over there?
I'm glad you asked. The roster is actually quite fucking stacked based on some of the players that I remember watching in college. A lot of good running back come out of Auburn, right?
They can.
Cameron Artis-Payne.
Okay.
Like, bad NFL career, but I see the XFL as being a great fucking place for him. So I'm pretty pumped for Landry Jones, Cameron Artis-Payne. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the rest of their roster.
Man, the DC Defenders logo looks like a soccer team.
It actually, yeah, no, you're right. So, like,
100%.
Just going through the skill positions, like, some of the colleges that these players come from, Oklahoma, Northern Illinois, Auburn, Miami, South Florida, East Carolina, North Texas, Oklahoma, Western Michigan, Auburn, Oregon, Pitt, Utah, South Carolina, Washington, Utah, Richmond, Cal, Notre Dame, Purdue, Oklahoma, Troy, Indiana. Like, they've got legit players. So the skills positions, like I said, Cam Artis-Payne. I don't know if you remember Stacy Coley from Miami. Kelvin McKnight, speedy dude from Samford. Football player who played for the Dallas Cowboys for a little bit. Lance Dunbar, running back from North Texas. So, awesome. I think they got a really good skill set. Obviously, I don't know the fucking lineman. Willie Beavers, like, it's a fucking lineman.
That's hilarious and a great name.
Yeah. Alex Balducci, I don't know who you are. Like, the fifth Josh... Oh, here's one that I know, actually. Offensive tackle, Adam Bisnawati from Pittsburgh. Oh, and John Kenoy from Western Michigan. Yeah, so there are a few that I recognize, but...
Apparently the DC Defenders have a former Penn State guy in DeAndre Tompkins.
Yup, he was awesome.
And the Buffalo Bulls former quarterback Tyree Jackson.
Yeah, he was their, like, second pick, right?
Something like
Or
that.
their first pick after the quarterback that was assigned to them.
Although questionable first, like, wide receiver rounds, like Rashard Davis out of James Madison, Trey McBride out of William and Mary.
Trey McBride is good, though.
I'll be so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I watch a lot of UAlbany football.
I can understand. I'm going to take your word for it because I have no reason to not believe you.
Ryan Broyles from Oklahoma. Like, there's some... One thing that killed me, that really killed me, is when Quentin Flowers got drafted. He got drafted as a running back. You remember him, the quarterback from South Florida?
Yeah.
Got drafted as a running back.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well.
Broke my heart.
I mean, I guess.
So, there's some real talent in the XFL this year that there wasn't in the past. Like I said,
I'm kind of impressed with the schools that I'm seeing that, these kids were drafted out of. Like Stanford, Michigan, Brigham Young, Kentucky, Louisiana State, Ohio State, Arizona State, Washington, Arizona, Indiana State. Indiana State doesn't count.
Worst school I've seen on here has been, here's Valdosta. Oh, actually, Fort Hays State.
Oh, dude, no, absolutely not. I have Bowie State.
No, Fort Hays State is worse than Bowie.
Bowie, Bowie.
Yes.
I didn't know that was a college until literally today.
All right. Tarleton State.
You're just making up colleges now.
Am I? Am I, Tony? Deshaun Phillips.
Where is that? Where's Tarleton State?
I don't know. It's probably like Minnesota. Sounds like a Minnesota name.
Ugh.
I'm going to look this up. But anyways, XFL kicks off in February.
Okay, so right after the NFL.
It's Texas. Finishes. Tarleton State is in Texas.
That sounds right.
See, where's Bowie State? Bowie State is, as I'm looking this up, it starts right after the NFL season. Maryland. It's in Bowie, Maryland. All right.
There's one guy's from, his name is Max Redfield, and he's from Indiana, and they have to specify Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not the Indiana you're thinking of.
Yep. Anyways, Oakland University, the basketball team that college basketball team that 4 years ago was just wrecking top 10 teams. Actually, yeah, it was 4 years ago.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So, did you know that they're not from California?
Where are they from?
Oakland, Michigan.
Oh, wow. It's all right. Didn't a couple of years ago, wasn't it the New Jersey Institute of Technology with beating teams like Michigan? It was their first year that they were founded.
No, NJIT's been going for a long time.
Well, that was the first time anyone had heard of them.
UAlbany played them in basketball back in 2003.
Okay, well, anyone national, that had to be the first they were hearing of them.
Speaking of the state of New Jersey, just really quick, Liberty is a 7-point favorite at Rutgers this week.
That's hilarious.
That's just...
I don't even think that they're going to have a spread next week for Rutgers against Ohio State.
Oh my God. It's going to be 50. It's going to be 50.
No, they're not even going to have it. They're going to be the money line is minus $1 million.
Minus $1 million.
You have to bet $1 million to win $1.
All right. $1 million to win $1. Anyways, we're gonna cut off this bullshit
charade.
Actually, on December 6, 2014, NJIT's basketball team, unranked and independent, made headlines in national sports reports when they defeated the nationally ranked Michigan Wolverines. Yep.
Game day bucket go boom.
Yup. Oh my God, NJIT.
I can't believe I remembered that. But super happy for myself for pulling that out of nowhere.
I'm pretty sure there was one season that they didn't win a single game.
Oh, I freaking believe it. But that being said, too bad we weren't at trivia. Not that question would have come up.
Could you imagine if that question did come up? Anyways, back to the XFL. Do you think, because there's a lot of speculation that the XFL won't even kick off, and if it does, it's just going to fold mid-year like the Alliance did?
I think it'll definitely kick off. I can't say whether or not it'll fold like the Alliance did.
It seems to have the funding. It seems to have the momentum behind it. But
yeah, Vince McMahon's a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, there's also a lot of intrigue because for all of us, correct me if I'm wrong, we remember the first go at the XFL. So there is intrigue that is pre-built in. It's kind of like when, all movie studios now are regurgitating other old stories and just redoing them.
Seriously.
But there is a nostalgia factor that will at least bring an audience the first couple of weeks. And then based on the product, that's going to determine, the product that they put on the field is going to determine whether or not people are going to watch. Smart to put it right after the NFL season.
And it's on. It's not. 3 reasons why this is different than the AAF. 1, it's got a billionaire funding it. Who, if you watch WWE, doesn't give up on things very easily, even when fans don't want it.
True.
2, they do have that nostalgia. You're right. There's a history of this league. The only issue that I have is I wish they kept the original names because I feel like people would have picked up with the teams they liked before. Because on Twitter, I'm just seeing a ton of people first team that responds to this will be the team I rep. And they're actually getting the teams to respond to them. But, I don't know. if you guys were into the XFL in '99 when it happened, but I was a Memphis Maniacs fan. I remember very specifically fucking loving that logo and really rooting for that team. My dad was a New York Outlaws fan.
I don't remember necessarily rooting for a team, but I did find the intrigue in football that was going to be different, a little bit more outrageous, and the entertainment was certainly there. But, I mean, I'm certainly intrigued now to see them have an actual go at it after the failed trial that was the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. You've got my attention.
The third reason I think it's going to succeed. Do you remember how hard it was to even watch the AAF games?
Yeah.
These games are on ESPN, Fox, and NBC.
Well, right there, that's a huge advantage because now you actually have accessibility.
Yeah. And I believe, I'm not 100% certain, but I believe someone also said if you're someone who like cut the cord and doesn't have cable to watch some of those channels, I think they're also going to have it on the WWE Network if you have that. So I think you'll be able to watch it there too.
It would make sense for them to do that. I don't know why they wouldn't.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, you own your own network. You might as well put your games on there.
It's also affordable. How much is it, Dan Beebe?
$9.99.
It's only $9.99 a month.
$9.99.
That's not bad.
And the price hasn't gone up in
But I mean,
what,
if you
4
even
years?
if you cut the cord and you have YouTube TV, you can still get ESPN.
Speaking of YouTube TV, that's what's going on my TV right now. This is not a sponsorship for YouTube TV.
How do you like YouTube TV?
It's a little weird. I preferred DirecTV Now. The channels on this are better, but the actual usability of DirecTV Now was way better. But, I mean, this is good.
No, I mean, my dad's got. I'm probably going to make the switch anyway. I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not trying to, do a review of YouTube TV for anyone, but
I've had no complaints because I set my preferences for like what I want to be like come up as priority, and I hit sports. And now when I log in or when I pull it up, like
comes up with
first thing that shows me is like college football is on. NFL is on.
Yeah, and for you, you're like, well, you have my attention. Go on.
Yeah, seriously. So like my home screen, like the first thing it's showing is Celtics 76ers. And then you go over and you got AEW. And then you got the Nationals at Astros, NFL Live, Timberwolves at Nets. For whatever reason, it's got soccer. And then it also lets you add like teams to your library. So if I want to see the Washington Nationals, all I got to do is hit the little plus button and I'll get notifications when they're on.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's like it's got good things.
That's not too bad.
It just needs. Oh, and it's going to record the upcoming games because I just added Penn State because I haven't messed around with this too much.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of frustrating if you don't know how to use it. Well,
I'll get your opinion after you've had it for a little while.
Yeah, I clicked
I'll pick your brain.
Clicked the add button, and it's going to record and notify me when it's live. So that's cool.
Nice. That is a nice feature.
Yeah. So overall, I'd say B+. I'd give it if I were grading it. A for the television content because it comes in nice and clear, and it's got a lot of the stuff that I want. Probably like a C for the actual usability.
Gotcha.
Overall, a B+-ish, though.
I mean, it's got to be more affordable than cable or any of those.
It's
options.
like $50.
That's better than what you'd have to pay for cable when you get all the equipment and everything calculated in there.
Yeah, I mean, also, there's also the one-time fee if you don't already have, like, a streaming device. Like, we're doing it through a Chromecast. You can do Apple TV, Roku, whatever you want. But there's going to be that if you don't have them and you want to watch this on an actual television, you have to have that or a smart TV.
Well, our main TV is a smart TV, so
so you won't need to buy any equipment.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I was looking into it. What the hell were we talking about?
We're talking about the XFL and accessibility.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And there's a ton of accessibility, which is what the Alliance couldn't like seem to grasp. They're like,